Good afternoon and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball. Today, the Garaway Lady Pirates host the Strasburg Lady Tigers in an IVC matchup. Presented by the Kime Company, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Today's game is also brought to you by Wood Electric, Stocker Concrete, Grandview Exterior Systems, the Cush Financial Group, and PAC Drilling. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
A chilly Saturday afternoon, but that's normally what it feels like when early season high school softball action live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. It is the Garaway Pirates playing host to the Strasburg Tigers here on this Saturday. We thank you all for tuning in. It is your Wood Electric pregame show. Going to sound a little bit different. Nick McWilliams and Amelia Spidell, your broadcast crew for today. Welcome in, Amelia.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, this is, you're familiar with the game of softball, right?
Yeah, I've played an inning or two.
If you're a Strasburg Tigers fan, you already know that name by heart. I'm sure we're very thankful that you could help us out for today's broadcast.
No problem.
And I know you, just being around the game is something that I know you love too.
Yes, I love it, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup for sure, as with Strasburg coming into this matchup, always a highly touted team, many, many times over state champions, 3 times in a row, in fact, in recent history. Getting clipped early in the year against the Dover Crimson Tornadoes, the defending state champions last year in their own division, and they're against a Garaway Pirates team that's getting their first matchup of the year, but as we know, has some fantastic pitching in the starting circle for Garaway.
They do. It's definitely going to be a pitching duel today. I mean, they're both great pitchers, and I'm excited to see what both of them do. Now,
I always want to ask this for somebody who's, been there, done that. Early on in the season, you're not necessarily looking to put in a whole bunch of strikeouts and stuff. You don't have to have the great K through 9 numbers or K through 7 numbers, but you're probably just looking to really start establishing what you yourself are going to be the most comfortable with throughout the season, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the event, they're not even IVC opponents, so really this game, it does go toward their record, but at the end of the day, there's no stakes to it, so this is a really great time for the pitchers to work on their pitches that might not be as strong, figure out what works for them, get to know their catcher better. This is a great time and a great opportunity for them to figure out what works for them, so by the time it comes when it matters, they're ready for it.
Both these sides, as we already mentioned with the strong starting pitching, also with their starting lineups, a lot of players who featured predominantly last year for both these squads. There's going to be some familiarity for sure. That's going to go a long way. Unfortunately, because we got pushed for time a little bit, unable to have our pregame interviews, but a huge thank you to both head coaches for catching up with us, and Tom Spidell and Dennis Koschmieder. And we are going to move right into your Stocker Concrete starting lineups, and leading things off with the Strasburg Tigers, it is number 2, the center fielder, in Hallie Argabright. Number 16, Olivia Spidell, the shortstop today. In the 3-hole, it is number 9, Ella Gilkerson, your catcher for the Tigers. Number 14, in the power spot, Miley Reifenschneider. She'll be in the circle. Addie Sibla at third base will play, or wears number 7, batting 6. Number 5, Sophia Seacrest, the left fielder. Number 35, Rael Watkins, the second baseman. Then in right field, number 12, Keegan Kramer. Rounding it out will be your designated player today in number 6 in Addie Sundheimer. Looking across the way for the Garaway defense on the mound, it is Audrey Miller. And Amelia, I know for somebody like you who obviously had the experience in pitching, you know what Audrey is able to bring there on the mound. She has a lot of heat, a lot of movement that helps out a lot.
She does, yeah. I was going to say, I'm just watching her warm up, and she's already bringing it, especially in this cold weather. I love to see that.
Yeah, and how much more difficult is that whenever we're talking about a drop in 10 or 20 degrees? It puts so much more extra stress on the pitcher trying to, locate when you don't have that much feeling in your hand.
I was just about to say, we were talking about before the game how we can barely feel our fingers. It feels the exact same way when you're pitching, but you have to work on spin, snap, control, all of those things. So it's pretty difficult whenever it's cold out.
Just a few things going on throughout the entire process.
Yes.
Well, we are about ready to get underway as Garaway's warm-ups have wrapped up, and thanks for tuning in to a very abridged version of your Wood Electric pregame show. Today's first pitch going to be brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Of course, you can find Zach Bow Tyson Company for all your insurance needs. You can even find them with an office right there in Strasburg. Leading things off, Hallie Argabright, the center fielder, trying to get things underway. Audrey Miller will toe the rubber and rock and fire. Her first offering is going to run just a bit high in the zone for ball number 1.
That was a good take by her. I mean, as a leadoff and a freshman, you have to learn all of the things that you have to do, taking pitches, seeing what the pitcher has, and this is a completely new pitcher to her, so.
1-0 delivery now from Miller is going to go for the inside corner of the plate, and it was there, so it's now 1-1. Early up in the zone for Miller, now works in, goes down towards the knees. Miller's next delivery. That one went up in the zone again, just a bit high for ball number 2.
Yeah, she just needs to figure out her release point, but she's bringing it so far.
And that release point, when it's about, 38 degrees at first pitch.
Yeah.
Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed, as that time Miller went with a little speed, and Argabright's bat was behind it. Now an even 2-2 count. Early season tilt, as we mentioned in the pregame show. Both these teams on opposite sides of the IVC, so not looking for the standings in terms of that, but little bragging rights.
Yeah, yep.
Time called by Argabright as Miller was waiting for the call to come in. Beautiful turf field that they have up here at Sugar Creek now, so all that rain that we just had not too long ago, not going to be a factor at all.
Yeah, this is a beautiful field.
2-2. Swung on, skied to the right side, way up in the air. Right fielder camping out underneath it, and making the grab for out number 1 is Nadia Pope, as she had to hang under that one for quite a long time. Fly balls here in Sugar Creek, they can do some weird things.
They can, yeah, and especially this wind we're having up on the hill. You don't know. It might look like it's coming right to you, and it might go 5-10 feet to the left or right.
Well, wind, according at least to the flagpole out in left center field, blowing straight in from left field, so if you're driving something in the air, you better drive it hard to the left side.
Yeah.
Shortstop Olivia Spidell will stand in and see strike 1 on the outside corner. Spidell will dig in. Now the 0-1. Runs inside, a bit low as well. Now 1-1.
I might be her big sister, but I am going to have to brag on her for a second. She has amazing pitch selection. I mean, she has one of the best eyes that I have ever seen in the batter's box. So, yeah, I just have to say that about her. Got to brag.
What's funny is in the pregame, Amelia said, well, maybe I'll be just a little bit hard on you, but she chose not to do that. And sure enough, you see it right there because that one ran low. Now 2-1. Great hold by Olivia. And it's so difficult to do, especially when you're against a pitcher like Miller who has some velocity.
Yes.
I mean, the decision time is just a blink of an eye.
Yes.
2-1. Swung on. Tapper to the left side. It's going to hook just foul, as actually I think it might have went off the knee of Spidell. Not a comfortable one, especially with the weather out to deal with.
Yeah, that probably stung. Oh, it looks like it might have hit her foot. That stinks.
Well, for anybody who's been around Strasburg athletics knows Olivia Spidell, not one who's going to shy away from anything. If she's going to be in a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort, she's not going to care.
Yep, absolutely.
2-2. Way high out of the zone, runs the count full. Spidell, as we caught up with head coach Tom Spidell, her as well as Addie Sibla, Sophia Seacrest, and I feel like I'm forgetting another
Millie
one.
Richards.
Millie Richards,
Yep.
Thank you. Of course, on the state championship basketball team, as a line drive to left center is going to be caught, as running it down was Krista Miller for out number 2. Going back to that state championship basketball team for the Tigers, all 4 of those players that we mentioned doing something that a lot of players in OHSAA history don't get to do, which is win state championships on 2 different sports, which is so incredible to do.
It is incredible, and I was talking with some of those girls the other day. I was like, I don't know if I've ever heard of teams winning in 2 seasons in the same school year.
No, it's certainly not something that happens very often, if at all. I mean, we'd have to go back and try to find that.
Yeah.
Ella Gilkerson will stand in and see ball number 1 high. Have to make the same joke I made last year. Ella, I'll try my best not to say Emma Gilkerson at the plate. Now the 1-0. Swung on, hard hit ground ball, short hops there, and it kind of almost eats up Tango at short. Her throw's not going to be there in time as a tough, quick hop off the turf will lead to the first base runner.
It is, yeah. That was a good hard hit by Ella. And fielding ground balls off of the turf, it's predictable the way the ball is going to bounce, but it's hard. It comes at you even harder whenever it's skipping on the ground. So that's a difficult play to make. As
opposed to from grass into... We've got a courtesy runner now coming in for the Strasburg Tigers. It looks like Madeline Whalen will be in at the courtesy runner for Gilkerson as she'll go in and get her catcher's gear on. But difference between ground balls from grass to turf. On turf, they'll actually pick up speed as opposed to on grass. There's going to be an opposite field hit for Reifenschneider through the 3-4 hole, and you're going to have runners at first and second. Nice job by Miley Reifenschneider, known for her power, but goes with the first pitch and pokes it between first and second.
Yeah, that was different. I normally see her have longer at bats, but she just got it right under the second baseman's glove for a base hit. That was good.
So first knock of the ball game brings up Addie Sibla, the third baseman.
Now, a fun fact about Addison, she is the only only person in our school who has been to state for 3 sports. She plays volleyball, basketball, and softball, and she made it to state in all 3 of those sports. So that's pretty awesome. And that's why we wanted Amelia to join us for this broadcast, because she knew that and we did not. Yes. Very impressive stuff there. Addie Sibla, as you mentioned, the multi-sport athlete then, a fantastic athlete who, one of the reasons on every team that she's on that everyone loves her as a teammate is she'll do anything that you ask her to do and get the job done. Absolutely. She is a great teammate. She is a fun personality to be around. She always brings laughter to the team. Yeah, she's a great teammate. Now 1-1 as Sibla went at the pitch at the knees and fouled it off towards us. 1-1 count, runners on second and first. 2 gone, top of the first inning. Live here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Next offering tries to go for the outside corner and just a hair off, now 2-1. Sun's starting to come out here. Wind's dying down a bit. Not a bad day for softball. Just don't look at what the thermometer says. Yes. The sun helps a little bit. Audrey Miller ready again. Going to try to work out of a bit of a jam here, but with 2 gone. Now the 2-1. That one catches the knees, now 2-2. As a pitcher, she just needs to look and rolling a ground ball and letting her defense do the work. They don't need anything big, just something in the infield so they can get out of this inning. A little bit of speed on second, and Whalen standing on at first is Reifenschneider. Actually, of course, it'd be Richards who came in for the courtesy runner. Next one, cut on and missed as Sibla couldn't catch up to the inside heat. So that'll bring an end to the top of the first. Now on to the bottom. It will be the Pirates' turn at the plate right after this.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
The Sarshow name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarshown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarshownCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarshown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshown.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Bottom of the first inning, Pirates at the plate. It will be Miller, Jimenez, and Miller coming up for this home half of the Pirates' first game of the season, as the first offering to Krista Miller, the center fielder, is too low for ball number one. Miley Reifenschneider on the mound for the Strasburg Tigers, their ace last year, who took the bulk of the work from the circle. Reifenschneider, a great season last year, obviously looking to build on that and make another nice tournament run, as Strasburg very accustomed to doing that. The next offering will run high, now 2-0.
Good eye from Krista. Early in the game, you have to see as many pitches as you can.
When the elevation changed, too, from the first one being in the dirt or off the turf, then that next one running high, running right up to your eyes.
Yeah, that's good discipline, not swinging.
2-0, that'll run low as well. Reifenschneider, 3 straight balls to start things off. Going to look to just take a deep breath and offer one straight in there. Miller made a defensive play in that top of the first, running down a nice gap shot towards left center off the bat of Spidell. Reifenschneider ready. The 3-0. That tries to go towards the knees, but drops just a bit low for ball number one, so a first pitch walk for Miller will bring up Jaylene Jimenez to the plate, the third baseman. Now as a starting pitcher, 4 straight balls, you issue the walk. That's from there, you just kind of log that one away and say, you know what, we're starting anew. This is like the top of the order again.
Exactly. Roll your defensive ground ball, see what you guys can do to get an out.
First offering, bunt attempt, nice one. Third baseman charges in Sibla and goes on to first to get the first out. Runner went way wide on the second base, but Miller gets back in there fine. So a nice job by Jimenez on the sacrifice.
Yeah, that was a beautiful bunt. It did exactly what she needed it to do and moved the runner. That's what you got to do in these situations.
Audrey Miller will stand in from the 3 spot. Runner in scoring position, 1 gone. Bottom of the first inning, no score from Garaway. Reifenschneider's first offering tries to clip the inside corner, but runs too far in. It's always amazing to me watching some of the best pitchers that we have in the area, knowing how much run and how much movement they're going to have on their pitches to know how to clip the front of the zone.
It is. It's extremely difficult to do, and whenever you're able to do it, it just makes you so much more effective in the circle.
And Reifenschneider dialed it right up there and showing how she found just the outside corner to make it 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
1-1 delivery, swung on and fouled off the plate, now to 1-2. Reifenschneider, after bringing the last 2 kind of more up in the zone, dropped it low. Miller was able to fight it off, but now slips behind 1-2.
Yeah. This is where she has to be aggressive, get something out there so she can at least move the runner.
Next delivery, off speed, poked down to first, and a nice glove over there from first base. As able to handle that easily was Peyton Martin, gets the out, does move the runner over to third.
Yeah, that was a great hitting approach. Getting it to the opposite side of the field so her runner could advance from second to third. That is what you have to do whenever you're in that position and you don't get a pitch you like on 2 strikes.
True Tango, the shortstop, will now come in with her first plate appearance. Reifenschneider sees Miller standing over there at third as she rocks and fires first offering skied to right center. Right fielder and center fielder converging. Right fielder will call her off and make the grab as Kramer puts it away. No damage done there. Still no score as we head on to the second from Sugar Creek.
Save the date. Customer Appreciation Days are happening at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, April 13th through the 18th. Join us for a full week of celebrating you, our customers, with 10% off select items store-wide, live demos in the shop, gift card giveaways, food, and more. Visit us online at keimhome.com or follow Keim on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 13th through the 18th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call right.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Might be a chilly day from Sugar Creek, but Casey Claxon's got the umbrella out to reflect the sun away from Claxon Communications. Top of the second inning as Sophia Seacrest stands in. Count runs even at 1-1. First pitch right down the pipe. Next one drops too low. Both teams getting some runners on base, but no damage done in that first inning. Good sign. Just getting somebody on base for both these teams, knowing how good the pitching is that they're going against.
Yes.
1-1 will clip the inside corner. Kind of had Seacrest battling backwards a little bit at the plate. Now 1-2.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. That's a pitch that's hard to hit.
Especially when it's this cold, too, because you know if you're not barreling it up, how bad that's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah, that stings.
Seacrest will take time now with the 1-2 count.
You know, also have to brag on Sophia, too, a little bit. She just got named First Team All-Ohio for basketball, so that is quite the accomplishment for her in her winter sport this year.
Well, as we have was brought up during our basketball broadcast, listed at 5'3". We're not so sure about that. Next one fouled off the plate, now 1-2, but maybe listed at 5'3", still would draw defense or would be the defender on players way taller than herself and still would shut down opposing offenses. It was incredible to watch.
Yeah, she's such a hard worker, and it really paid off, so that was awesome for her to see.
1-2 now from Miller. Off speed, going to drop way low in front of the plate. Now 2-2.
That's a good pitch by Miller. Whenever you're behind in the count, see if you can get, or if you're ahead in the count, see if you can get her to chase and get her to swing at something that she has no chance of hitting.
Even if you're not setting her up to swing, just maybe see what her reaction is to
yes.
it. Now 2-2 off the inside of the part of the play, or a part of the bat rather, and driven down to first. It'll be a ground out for out number one. Handling it down there, no problem. From first base was Glazier, and for poor Seacrest's sake, we just said about mishitting it not on the barrel and the inside. Well, she did it anyway.
Yep, she's going to have to go put her hands by the heater to get that sting out.
Rael Watkins, the second baseman, now in. Miller ready, she'll rock and deal. Runs high now for ball number one. Watkins, as we always have to say, Peanut in the lineup. Mm-hmm. We've been told we have to at least say it once per broadcast.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's what people call her more than her actual name. So when I hear Rael, I'm like, who?
Miller ready, her 1-0. Too low as Watkins will lean out of the way. Wind kind of shifted now, blowing from the left foul pole. Well, it was straight over to the right foul pole. So anything hitting the right to the right side, or hitting the sky to the right side, who knows where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
2-0. Goes to the inside corner, ball number 3.
All right, this is where she has to be picky. Find her perfect pitch. Miller just needs to get something on the plate.
Sometimes can be frustrating, too, from behind the plate. In the case of Sophia Connor, from my time behind the plate, that you know it's close to the zone, but you dropped it and you're saying, well, Blue's never going to give me the call then.
Yep.
The 3-0. Right down Broadway now, 3-1.
That's a good take and a good pitch, so that was good on both ends. She just has to work her way back now.
Miller operating quickly, gets the next call. Next offering to Watkins, going to be at the knees again, now 3-2. Full count upcoming. Watkins going to try to get the Strasburg offense started off in the top of the second. Swung on to the right side, into the hands there of, Glazier, who will handle it for out number 2. So from her 3 spot, back-to-back groundouts that Connor handles no problem.
Yeah, that's what you love to have happen as a pitcher. That is best-case scenario right there, and she executed that really well.
Keegan Kramer, the right fielder, will now come in. And Keegan probably doing the smart thing, keeping the hoodie on to come into the plate.
Yeah, I was going to say she's the only one. She looks like the smartest girl out there.
Offering from Miller, goes for the inside corner. Nice-looking pitch for strike 1. Early season tilt, both teams trying to figure out some things in their lineup. Obviously figure out the approach at the plate, too. Miller's 0-1 offering. Swung on, Tapper, right side. Glazier again. 3 straight putouts for the first baseman for the Pirates. On to the bottom of the second. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
What a Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Let Sugar Valley Meats help you get ready for the game with all your tailgate favorites. Their retail store features the freshest, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken. Enjoy freshly cured and smoked meats from the Sugar Valley Smokehouse, along with bologna, hot dogs, jerkies, and more. They can custom cut your order, and all meats are dressed on site, all with everyday low prices. Sugar Valley Meats, State Route 39 to Dutch Valley Drive, turn right and go a quarter of a mile, celebrating 35 years of fresh, farm-raised, local meats.
Back to Sugar Creek in the bottom of the second inning as Kylie LaCroix will stand in. The left fielder, 1-1 count. First offering off the outside corner of the plate. Next offering, Reifenschneider climbs the ladder and goes up to get LaCroix swinging underneath it. The 1-1. Nearly a chase again, and a peel down to first. And I couldn't actually see the first base umpire.
No, but that
2-1 count. There you go.
Good on her for that hold, though. She wanted it again. You could tell.
So LaCroix will stand in. Reifenschneider. See if she goes back to the well again. This time off speed, and out in front of it is LaCroix.
Yep.
Now 2-2. So hard when you've seen those two straight fastballs or rise balls. I honestly can't identify the difference sometimes. But then to go straight off speed.
Oh yeah, that's hard, especially whenever it's right in the zone.
Next offering just above the letters. Now 3-2. Full count for LaCroix to start off the bottom of the second.
That was a great pitch by Miley. That's what you have to do. Just get barely out of the zone whenever you're trying to get her to chase for that last strike.
Want to thank the Kime Company for all their help in presenting high school sports, jumping on for the spring season as the next one's fouled straight back over the backstop. Kime Company, proud supporters of all area high school athletics in Z Country. For LaCroix, she'll jog back into the batter's box. I was the type of batter who, if I knew it was popped back out of play, I'm not running down to first base.
You know what?
I know they say a lot of coaches teach you run no matter what.
Yes.
Maybe that's, I'd probably find myself in trouble a lot. 3-2, pops straight up, right back. Gilkerson flips the mask off and puts it away. A pop out for out number one. That'll bring up Nadia Pope, the right fielder. That one, even with the wind, went straight up and came straight back down. Almost no deviation.
Yeah.
Pope making a play earlier on in the game from right field. Now try to jump start the offense for the Pirates. First offering off the outside corner for ball number one. Garaway now down to their sixth spot in the lineup, looking for their first knock of the game. Only base runner so far to this point was a 4-pitch walk issued to start the game. Next offering inside, now 2-0. Amelia getting a lot of perks here for the broadcast because Adam Soweski bringing over hot chocolate.
Yes, he did.
It's only because you're here, because I guarantee you he wouldn't have done that if it was just me.
You know what? I appreciate it. It's cold up here.
2-0 high, so Pope now has the count at 3-0.
Yeah, she has the advantage here. Don't swing unless it's perfect, and even if it's perfect, don't swing.
But how often in the early season do you see somebody saying, well, you know what, it looked perfect, we're going to go for it?
Pretty often, and, it's hard. Whenever you see the perfect pitch, you just want to hit it.
That might have been it right there, as it's right down the middle, and now 3-1.
Yeah, she still has room to work, though, in the count, so even if she takes this next one, she'll be okay.
Reifenschneider ready. The righty will rock and fire. Tried to go for the outside up corner, but it's out of the zone. Her second walk she's issued as Pope will represent a one-out base runner. Clea Glazier, the first baseman, will come in. A very busy defensive half inning her last time out with all 3 putouts.
Do you think we'll see a bunt from Glazier?
Possibly, with Pope overstanding there over the first, because we know, as we said, it's a pitching duel.
It is.
I'm always huge when it comes to small ball.
Yes.
But for Glazier, she'll stand in there and watch strike number 1. I was never that good of a hitter either, so I just thought, you know what, just sacrifice works fine.
You know what, if it moves the runner, did something productive.
And actually, Dennis Koschmeter, the coach for the Pirates there, will go in and talk to Glazier, and I have a feeling with how brief that meeting was, what they probably said, which means we'll see if Glazier rounds to bunt this time. Reifenschneider ready. The 0-1. She does not. Instead, taps down to first, fielded in foul territory, so we'll do it again now, but now at 0-2. Over at first base, it actually booted off the glove of Martin, but already in foul territory.
Yeah, I'm not able to see anything. Anything.
It's the only problem with where we found ourselves up here. 0-2. Swung on, ground ball, second baseman gloves it, and Watkins fires onto second for 1. Spidell over to first, and she got her!
Wow, doubled her up!
A beautiful-looking double play, 4-6-3, ends the inning. We move on to the third from Sugar Creek.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge design meets timeless craftsmanship. For 20 years, we've been creating award-winning signs that grab attention and leave a lasting impression. From the Tuscarawas Valley to clients around the globe, we're the experts you trust to make your brand stand out. Synergy Sign and Graphics, crafting a visual impact that lasts.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Addie Sunheimer leading things off for the Strasburg Lady Tigers, starting off the third inning as she's up in the count 2-0. Sunheimer, a slap hitter out of the left-handed batter's box, designated player today, batting in place of Peyton Martin, the first baseman. Miller, ready? 2-0 with the off-speed.
Beautiful off-speed.
Ties up Sunheimer, who swings through it.
Yeah, that is a beautiful pitch.
I've always wondered that when it comes to slap hitting, because so much of that timing and running up to the box, off speed has to just
it throws
work
everything
nightmares
off.
on
Yes,
you.
yes.
Miller's 2-1. Went high as Sunheimer ducks underneath it, now 3-1. It's already so close, the distance between the mound and the plate in softball, and Sunheimer putting herself just a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have nerves of steel to do that.
Yes, and quick hands.
3-1 offering. Off speed, poke towards the shortstop. Will handle off one hop. Tango on to first and will get the out. Beautiful defensive play there for True Tango.
Yeah, that was a great play. Great off speed, too, to set that play up.
That'll go back to the top of the order now. Hallie Argabright now will step back in. She flew out to right field her first time up. First offering to Argabright, swung on and foul way out of play back to the right side. Argabright with an aggressive approach this time, going after the first pitch she saw. So many good pitchers. How many times did you hear that, though, saying, hey, the first one they give you is probably going to be the best?
Yeah, and it's the truth. You got to get ahead in the count. Next
offering, Argabright has to do some fancy footwork to get out of the way. Now 1-1.
Yeah, I would not want to get hit by that pitch in this weather.
Miller's got plenty of velocity, which doesn't help things out if that happens. Now the next one off the end of the bat. Tango fields on to first, so back-to-back plays there for Tango from shortstop. Now a quick 2 outs to start off the third, bringing up Olivia Spidell again. Spidell, her first time up, had a nice, well-hit ball to left center, but was tracked down out there by the center fielder.
Mm-hmm.
First delivery off speed will drop in there for a strike.
That pitch is beautiful. You know, I threw the same off speed as her, and I want to know her tips and tricks on how she has it that good because that's a really great pitch.
The 0-1. Strike 2 to Spidell as the fastball will run in there. Now Spidell down to her last strike this inning.
Mm-hmm.
Miller's next offering. Goes outside, just off the plate, now 1-2.
That's close. I saw her look back at the umpire like, are you calling that? Oh, that's close.
Well, to your point in the first inning, really, really nice plate awareness for Olivia.
She does.
1-2. Off speed, that's not going to threaten the zone as it runs way high. Talk about release point with, fastballs or anything else. I'm sure with the off speed, too, it almost comes into play even more so than the fastball.
Yeah.
2-2, swung on, hard hit ground ball. Tango tries to field it, knocks her back, throws across the diamond, and she got her! Tango had to get up off the ground to make that throw as she gets 3 straight outs. We move on to the bottom of the third. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
At Hartsville's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartsville's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at PacDrilling.com.
Sophia Connor stands in for the Pirates and is up in the count 2-0 as we start off the bottom of the third inning. No score here from Sugar Creek. Thanks for tuning in with Big Z Sports. As a reminder, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get your notifications on so you never miss a broadcast. 2-0 offering to Connor is too low, now 3-0. And this would have come into play perfectly if you got subscribed, because this game was originally slated to start a little bit earlier in the day, but both teams agreeing to push it back into the afternoon to try to get a little bit more temperature out there in the atmosphere, but I don't think it worked out that well.
I don't think so either. It was going to be cold no matter what.
3-0 offering. Connor goes after it, fouls it straight back. Now 3-1. Top of the order due up for the Pirates as still hunting for their first base knock.
Mm-hmm.
Both base runners for the Pirates have been awarded on walks from Reifenschneider. The 3-1. Swung on, skied back towards us, heading towards the dugout, and it will go out of play off the top of the dugout. Now 3-2 as Connor has the count go full. If you've never been in a tin roof dugout whenever those foul balls come down and hit the top of it, you think it's coming through every time.
You do.
Reifenschneider ready. She'll toe the rubber. Her 3-2. in the dirt. Ball number 4. Connor will be the base runner now for the Pirates. And it looks like stepping into the plate now, second baseman Keaton Yoder. And it looks like we'll have a courtesy runner come in here for Connor. It will be number 2, and you were the one who wrote down the subs. I did not.
Molly Miller.
Molly Miller will be your courtesy runner in for Connor. So Yoder now with a runner on. We'll see if she looks to move her over. Reifenschneider ready to go as Yoder digs in. First delivery, rounding to bunt there, but pulling the bat back as the pitch goes high was Yoder.
Yeah, I think the smartest thing here is to bunt, move the runner over. You have the top of the order coming up. I mean, that's what I would do if I were in their shoes.
Gilkerson jumping up out of the stance, too, getting ready to fire down to first if the base runner in Miller gets a little too far off. Now the 1-0. Nice pushed bunt there, but it goes just wide and goes into foul ground as she was trying to almost push it past the glove of Martin.
Yeah, then that could create some trouble if it were to get past her.
So both Sibla and Martin crashing in from the corners. Yoder with the 1-1 count, probably still going to look for the sacrifice. Next delivery. Another bunt attempt. That one laid down beautifully as Martin will field fire on to first to Watkins, who covers for her. So Yoder gets the job done. Runner in scoring position with 1 gone, back to the top of the order.
Yeah, that was a great bunt, great way to move the runner. The runner didn't get too far off, so she knew she was going to be safe at second.
Krista Miller, the center fielder, she walked in her first plate appearance on 4 straight pitches as she'll look to drive in Molly Miller. Reifenschneider rocks, fires off speed, and it's in there for a strike.
That's a good pitch, strike 1, because most of the time these good hitters are not going to swing at that off speed on that first pitch.
That was one from here that we could see the spin off the hands from Reifenschneider. I'll tell any batter, unless you're expecting it, good luck. The next offering too low, now 1-1. Great crowd on hand out here at Sugar Creek. If you can't stop down and make it for today's game, we appreciate you tuning in on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball. Spidell will charge it from short, flip it on to third with Sibla, and she will be there for the out. Heads up play there for the 6-5 put out.
Yeah, that was a smart play. The runner was going right past her. She would have had a way harder time getting that throw over to first, just flipping it to third to get that out.
So Miller will stand on safely at first, but now 2 gone, getting the lead runner out of the equation. Spidell actually double back or double check to her over her left shoulder with the runner coming in. Great play there by the shortstop as Jimenez on the check swing did go, and it's now 0-1. Reifenschneider ready again. Jimenez sacrifice her first time up. That one too low. There goes the runner. Throw a little bit high, and it's off the glove of Spidell, and the runner will stay in Miller. Actually, take it back. It'd be the courtesy runner into the ball game. Oh, nope, it is still Krista Miller. Wrong. It's Krista Miller, not Audrey Miller. My mistake.
Yep. And they are sisters, right?
I don't know, actually.
Know? I know there's a set of sisters. I don't know if it's them, but
I am sure after this game someone will tell us and let us know whether or not.
Yep. I'll just look for the comments tonight.
The 1-1. Just a bit low at 2-1 now. Center fielder out there in Argabright for Strasburg. Good hustle for her in on the backup there. Prevented Miller from advancing on to third.
She did, yes.
2-1. Just a bit low again, now 3-1. Jimenez in a big spot, 2 gone, runner on second, up in the count. Reifenschneider awaits the call from the dugout, now she's ready. 3-1, swung on and missed as Jimenez swings right through it. Full count, payoff pitch upcoming. Reifenschneider ready, looking to work out of the jam. Next offering, off speed, and a great hold by Jimenez, who wasn't going to bite on it. Now 2 runners on with 2 gone.
Yeah, that's really disciplined, especially whenever you know you can get on first base and you have Audrey Miller behind you to step into the box. That's a great approach at bat.
Miller grounded out on the right side of the infield her first time up, did advance the runner over. She'd love to put something that would drop in play, bring one, maybe two home. Reifenschneider deals too low off the glove of Gilkerson. Both runners are going to advance. And now a prime opportunity for Audrey Miller with both runners at third and second.
Yeah, this game, with it being a pitching duel, you're not going to have these opportunities very often. So whenever you have them, you have to make the most of them.
Miller on third, Jimenez on second. Audrey Miller at the plate, the 1-0. Skied straight back off the right side, out of play. For the baseball players using the field behind us, keep your head on a swivel. Reifenschneider ready again, the 1-1. Swung on, line drive, left side, losing some steam, coming over from center field and making the grab is Argabright. So Strasburg works out of the jam, and we will move on to the next half inning. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait. Start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetosucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Count even at 1-1 to start off the top of the fourth inning with Ella Gilkerson at the plate. Gilkerson, her first time up, reached on an error from short. 1-1, driven to the left side, way back there, but out of play and off the bottom of the scoreboard here from Sugar Creek. So Gilkerson now at 1-2, showing off a bit of that power from the right-handed batter's box. Saw something she liked and jumped on it.
She sure did.
We'll see what Miller's approach now is with the 1-2. Off speed, bounces in there, now 2-2. Miller actually started off the at-bat against Gilkerson with the off speed that bounced about 6 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah.
And I don't think she was too keen to giving her anything hard again, so went with the off speed. 2-2. Swung on, Nubber off the end of the bat, straight up the middle, Tango to her left, gloves it, throws, and it's low, and it will go just under the glove of the first baseman. So Gilkerson sliding into first safely.
Yeah, that's a hard play, and she had to go right over second base to do it. She just got tripped up by the base as she was making that throw.
Well, you can not discredit Gilkerson for the hustle, diving into the first base.
Yes, that was a hustle play for sure. Even if she would have made an accurate throw, just the hustle she gave to get there.
Miley Reifenschneider will stand in. She saw one pitch and delivered a single in between the first baseman and second baseman her first time up. Delivery there from Miller, tries to go inside, and it'll be there for a strike. Now standing over on first base as the courtesy runner, Millie Richards in for the Tigers. Oh, 1. Off speed. Good hold from Reifenschneider, now 1-1. Shared a little smile back with the dugout. Probably, I'm wondering if she got fooled by that in the first game with the off speed. The 1-1. Runs high, now 2-1. Snap throw back. Richards back in plenty of time.
Yeah, she's showing good discipline this at-bat. The changeup and the rise ball are two of the hardest pitches to lay off of, and she's laid off of both of them perfectly.
Now out of the hand, almost the changeup and rise ball, kind of starting almost in the same spot, but then 10 feet later, they disappear.
Yep.
3-1 now to Reifenschneider. Top of the fourth inning, no outs, one runner on. Reifenschneider, hard hit ground ball. Jimenez gloves from third onto second off of the second baseman's glove. Now it'll be Richards advancing from second to third. Reifenschneider pulls up at second as well. It was delivered there by Jimenez onto second base into the hands or towards Yoder, just a little bit wide off of her glove.
Yeah, good base running by Richards and Reifenschneider there, advancing whenever they did not have to. Now they're in scoring position for Addison Spidell.
So it looks like...
Okay, there's Millie. Madeline Whalen's on the third.
You're right.
Yep.
I got him flipped. Who was who? And also, forgive us, we can't see down to first base, so that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
So there's Richards, so give credit to Whalen for the good base running.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if my dad's having her bunt.
We'll see as Spidell gets ready. Instead, she stands in there and sees strike one at the knees. Now, we always refer to her as Addie Spidell. Does she prefer Addison?
I think she prefers Addie. I don't know.
We'll ask her later.
Yeah, we'll ask her.
Maybe not right now.
Yeah.
Miller's 0-1. Now she'll round a bunt. Spidell puts down a beauty. Miller flips it onto the catcher, and bases are going to be loaded. As a heads-up base running over there by Whalen, who did not go breaking in on the bunt attempt. So now everybody is safe, and it brings up Sophia Seacrest.
Yeah, that was a great bunt. And, Dad, whenever you're rewatching this later, you're predictable, man. I got you figured out.
It sounded like you said that with a bit of a smile, so I was thinking she knows what's coming. Sophia Seacrest in. She ground out to first her first time up.
Yeah, this is a great spot that they're in right now. Bases loaded, no outs, good hitter up to bat.
Runners will be in at the corners. Miller's delivery. Seacrest, a check swing there, no go, and it's 1-0. Interested to see how the outfield alignment is. Left fielder does go a little bit closer towards the line, try to cut off any potential run at home. Miller, next delivery off the glove of Connor, and here comes the runner in from third, and sliding in there safely is Whalen as she just got around the tag.
That was a close play. Props to the catcher for getting back there and being able to get that ball in. Good base running.
Connor did deliver it well. Both runners did advance as well in Richards and Spidell. So now Seacrest with two runners in scoring position. Strasburg leading 1-0. Still nobody out. Miller ready. Next delivery, Seacrest sees it run low. Now 3-0. Oh, I take that back. It's now 2-1. I missed that the last one was a strike. Miller ready again. Bunt attempt. Seacrest stabs at it but can't quite get it down. Throw down the third baseline as Richards was pretty far off, but she got back in time. Tango had to get way up to hold on to that.
Yeah, good grab by that, because if that gets past shortstop and left field, there's going to be 2 runs scoring, not just one. It's a 3-0 ball game.
Miller operating quickly, her 2-2. Way high as Connor will glove it. Seacrest works the count full. Tigers up on top, 1-0, top of the fourth inning. High school softball on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, brought to you today in part by Right Mark Roofing. The 3-2. Swung on, ground ball up the middle, off the glove of Miller, and it gets him past her, and the run's going to come home. Seacrest gets the job done on the chopper back to the mound as it's off the glove hard of Miller.
Yeah, and great base running by Millie Richards, attacking the plate no matter what, because if she fields that cleanly, she could have gone home and gotten her out, but she had no fear.
Also, Spidell moves up to third, so runners will be at the corners. It'll bring up Raelle Watkins, who ground out to first her first time up with nobody out. At the corners, I'd expect to see Seacrest in motion from first.
For sure.
Mound visit here, as it'll be the infield who will call that, just trying to settle down Miller. It's always compounded after you give up a hit or two, and then there's a costly defensive play. You know, everything starts to compound a little bit, but Tango and Miller were laughing at each other as Tango goes back to short, so good spirits back out there on the field for the Pirates.
Yeah, whenever you have a defense that can make you laugh as a pitcher during these tough innings, that's just what you need.
Watkins digs in. Miller ready. Right down the middle for a strike. Seacrest as slow as possible to second to try to bait the throw, but she'll advance with no throw down, so runners both in scoring position again. Was a strike offered to Watkins as she'll dig back in with an 0-1 count. I never know whether or not to award that as a stolen base. Off-speed, beautiful bunt there from Watkins, and they'll chase the runner back in Sibla, and we'll have bases loaded again.
And that's the one awesome thing about Strasburg. You know, just Strasburg softball as a whole, they are not afraid to play small ball, and they will keep doing it, and it will eat you alive if you can't figure out how to defend it.
Well, it's such a frustrating play if you're at first base in Glacier, too. You want to throw it down to third, but you're thinking, what am I really going to accomplish?
Yeah, what do you do? Do you throw it and score a run, or do you hold it and keep the runner from scoring? It's a difficult decision, and I don't know which is better, to be honest.
Looks like Coach Dennis Koschmieder will go out to talk with his infield there and probably just tell them, everybody take a deep breath, and maybe some questions as to how they approach that defensively. It's tough, too, if you're a first baseman coming in on that bunt. You see the base runner going by you.
Mm-hmm.
Your instinct tells you, try to grab the ball as quickly as possible and tag him.
Mm-hmm.
You do that, though, and it gets by you, the run is coming home.
Exactly.
So,
well, and then you have second base coming in, and they could possibly score, too. So it's difficult as a first baseman. But she did save a run, so I would say that was a productive move.
Keegan Kramer will be in. She ground out to first her first time up. Corners stay in. Still nobody out. 2-0 lead for Strasburg as Kramer with a hot shot to the right side, foul off of the Strasburg dugout. And apparently firing everybody up in that dugout. Miller's 0-1. Off speed. Kramer waits on it, pops it up, middle of the infield. Tango will go back and make the grab. So now that'll bring the first out. Heads up base running again. Nobody getting caught off the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Good job by Tango, too, to stay with that, because as she was trailing back, the race runner in Seacrest right in front of her.
Yes, yeah.
Addie Sunheimer will be in. She ground out to short her first time up. This is the advantage, too, of a slap hitter in this situation with third base so far in.
It is.
Miller ready. She'll deliver. Goes to the corner for the strike. Miller ready again. Sunheimer holds off as it bounces in. Good job by Connor to keep it in front of her behind the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Now for you from the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah.
Did you ever do any of the slap hitting as a lefty?
I did not. I strictly hit. The only thing I did somewhat slap related was the drag bunt, and that was very rare. Most of the time I was just swinging away.
Sunheimer a little bit behind the next offering, so it's now 1-2. Next delivery, too low again. Connor does a good job to keep it in front of her. Now 2-2.
Yeah, this at-bat right here is a big at-bat. It can either open the game up or get another out with the bases loaded.
Next delivery. Swung on, Tapper down the third base side. Jimenez gloves, fires on to first, and it will be in time for the out. But another run will come home. So Sunheimer gets the job done with an RBI.
Yeah. Great job by both the offense and the defense, scoring the run and getting the out. That's the smartest thing to do. It looked like Addison Spidell was going to score no matter what, so being able to identify that and get the out to help your team was a smart play.
So a 3-0 lead for the Tigers. Seacrest will stand on at third, Watkins on at second, and it's back to the top of the order again. Argabright fouls it down towards Coach Tom Spidell, and good hands from Coach over in the third base coach's box. Did you guys ever give a hard time to Coach if he booted one of those when he tried to field it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Next delivery, off speed, driven by Argabright to left, but it's going to be gloved for out number 3. But 3 runs come across for the Tigers. Bottom of the 4th on the way from Sugar Creek.
Hey, all you Guardians and Indians fans. This is 1980 American League Rookie of the Year, Joe Charbonneau. I will be at Shenanigans in Dover, April 11th from 1 to 3 for a meet and greet, courtesy of the Tuscarawas County Brownsbacker T-County Boxing Academy and Shenanigans Bar and Grill. Check out Tuscarawas County Brownsbackers Facebook page for details. Hope to see you there.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Are you ready to take the next step toward your future? Join us for the next Buckeye Career Center Open House Thursday, March 19th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This is a combined high school and adult education event. Explore hands-on career tech labs and 10 full-time adult programs. Meet our staff and enjoy self-guided tours, plus a complimentary meal. High school students who apply for next school year receive a small gift, and adults will have their $50 application fee waived. Again, that's the next Buckeye Career Center Open House, March 19th.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio, defend the potential and become a Big today.
Starting out the bottom of the fourth inning, True Tango in for the Pirates as she swings and misses on the first one. Reifenschneider goes back to work for the Tigers now with a 3-0 lead. A little bit of weight off of her shoulders then there from in the circle, knowing you got that lead.
For sure.
Next delivery runs a bit high, now 1-1. Strasburg offense taking advantage there with some well-placed bunts and some great base running to get that 3-0 advantage.
For sure.
Off speed, runs high, now 2-1. Tango flew out to right her first time up. Reifenschneider ready again. 2-1, swung on and missed. Looked like a mirror image of the first pitch of the at-bat, now 2-2. Some pitchers want to operate so quickly. Reifenschneider does not appear to be that type of pitcher. She likes to take her time sometimes.
Yeah, everyone has a different routine, but works for her.
Next one goes low, now 3-2. You had a track record of working a little bit too fast sometimes.
A little bit too fast, yeah. Yeah, when I work too fast, you saw my dad bring me out a water bottle.
Now the 3-2. Swung on, line drive right back up the middle over the glove of Reifenschneider, and Garaway gets their first base knock. Great piece of hitting from Tango.
And that's honestly the best response that you can have. You know, you have an inning where you give up 3 runs. You can sulk and give up, but no, she just came out and got the inning started for them now.
Kylie LaCroix, her first time up, popped up straight back to the glove of Gilkerson. Leadoff hitter on. Next at the plate, LaCroix, number off the end of the bat. Spidell charges, throws on to first, a little bit low off the glove of Martin. She'll try to throw on to third, and it's going to go wide. That'll go to the fence, and now you got a runner caught in between. Nobody covering third, though, as both Garaway runners will advance into scoring position. If you were LaCroix, you almost couldn't place that ball better, as it just went right under the glove of Reifenschneider and was too slow for Spidell to get to it.
Yeah, it was. That was a slow roller.
Up next, Nadia Pope, the right fielder. She walked her first time up, as the Strasburg defense will now meet on the mound with Reifenschneider. For Martin's sake, that throw going wide, she was trying to stop the throw, knowing that the base runner was already there, but sometimes when you're committed, you can't really get it to stop.
No, you can't, and honestly, better for it to roll on the ground than go over and out of the fence, and the runner ends up scoring anyways.
If you know you're going to be committed, just spike it into the ground. That's the better bet.
Yep.
So now, runners in scoring position, nobody gone. Pope at the plate. Reifenschneider, after the brief mound visit, ready to go. Swung on, ground ball, Spidell charges, looks the runner back. She's going to run her down towards Gilkerson. Now they got her caught in a rundown. Gilkerson delivers on to Sibla, sliding in safely. Heads up base running for Tango, who scrambled back just outside of the tag there of Sibla.
Yep.
So that will go down with Pope now going on to first.
Looks like he's going to try and challenge that.
Coach Tom Spidell will talk with veteran umpire Bruce Walker out there running the bases today. Coach Spidell, well, some head nods as he'll get what he wanted. Now head back in. So now coming in will be Clea Glazier. For Gilkerson, was trying to run her back as deep as possible. Sibla a couple feet off the bag, and just a great job by Tango just to skirt around her and slide back in and dive off to the right side.
Yeah.
Glazier hit into a 4-6-3 double play her first time up. Delivery there. Good hold from Glazier, who thought about it. It's now 1-0.
She sure did. Yeah, that's good discipline, especially the situation she's in right now.
So after Strasburg plates 3, gets the 3-0 lead, Garaway has the bases loaded with nobody out. Fly ball to the right side, coming into the right fielder, and she will be able to make the grab, chuck it in home, and it's not going to be in time, so a great sacrifice there.
Yeah.
And actually, I take that back, as going in there and cruising into second safely is Glazier. I don't think, we couldn't see down the right field line. I don't think it was corralled.
Oh. Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting.
Great job by Glazier to put it down towards the right side.
Yeah.
And actually going from first on to second, I take it back, it was Pope obviously tagging up to go in advance after going down the run coming home from third. I got confused because I saw somebody running from first to second.
You know what, though? Us not being able to see first base,
it makes
confusing.
it a hard time.
I promise, guys, we know what we're talking about. We just can't see a fourth of the field.
So Tango comes home. LaCroix stands on at third, Pope on at second. Glazier flies out with the sacrifice RBI. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Tigers with Sophia. And actually, it's not Sophia Connor. We do have a pinch hitter coming in now for the Pirates.
Number 28, Kayla Miller.
So Kayla Miller will come in. And that one's inside, and it might have clipped Kayla Miller as the umpire will check on her. I think she was actually looking down for the runner at third. It looks like Miller's okay. I thought for sure that went off her arm.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked pretty close.
And also, we did get confirmation Krista Miller and Kayla Miller are the two twins for the Pirates team.
Yes, and I'd love to know if Audrey Miller's a relative to those two, so if anyone has insight on that.
Next delivery fouled off the back screen, now 1-1. So we were saying we weren't sure if the catch was made in right field, so we will give credit where credit's due. Good job by Kramer fielding it and getting it in quickly.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say a drop ball there can lead to a tied game pretty quick. Reifenschneider
talking with the dugout, I think asking for either she wants to see the pitch, either she wants to hear the call again, or she has her own idea of what she wants to see.
Uh-huh. Hey, nothing wrong with calling your own pitches if you know what you want in that moment.
1-1, bunt attempt, beautifully done by Miller. Gilkerson comes up for it, and great base running as LaCroix comes home and scores.
Yeah, that was a great bunt and a great base running. You could not have planted that bunt better. It just hit the turf, and it just spun and stopped.
So now runners at the corners in Pope and Kayla Miller, who will get the, infield bunt single. Reifenschneider went on to Gilkerson, but they kind of got caught in between, and LaCroix was coming home no matter what.
Yep.
So now it will be Keaton Yoder who will come in.
And it looks as if we have a
courtesy runner coming in for Kayla Miller.
I do not.
I did not hear the number, and she's also got the sweatshirt on, so we have no idea.
Yep.
These are the moments here where you could holler out. We won't do that, obviously, but holler out to Blue and say, what number was it again?
Uh-huh.
Hey, we say it's live, so there you go.
Yep.
Yoder, her first time up, was hit into a sacrifice. This time she'll ground it to the right side. Watkins flip on to Spidell, fires on to first, and it's not going to be in time. Spidell tried to get it in there as quick as possible, but Garaway ties it up as Pope comes home. So a great job by Yoder getting her job done as well in the fielder's choice.
Yeah. And this is great for both teams, honestly. I mean, I can see both of these teams making a deep tournament run. So facing this type of adversity now is a really good thing. These are two really good teams.
Back to the top of the order in Krista Miller, who will see ball one high. Well, that was what when we caught up with head coach Coach Meter for Garaway. He said, look, we were a team that took a lot of people by surprise last year. Not a lot of people were expecting the Pirates to go as far as they did. He said now everybody knows. Kramer is going to try to camp under that one in right field as she will make the grab for out number 3. Back to a tie ball game as we will move on to the 5th inning here with Big Z Sports.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Save the date. Customer Appreciation Days are happening at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, April 13th through the 18th. Join us for a full week of celebrating you, our customers, with 10% off select items store-wide, live demos in the shop, gift card giveaways, food, and more. Visit us online at keimhome.com or follow Keim on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 13th through the 18th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
1-1 count to Olivia Spidell as she'll stand in. Line out in a ground out for her thus far. Next one will catch the corner now, 1-2. After Strasburg had all the momentum on their side at 3-0, Garaway answers right back. And you know what? In kind of similar fashions, because there was some great base running for the Pirates, some small ball, and it led to a tie ball game.
Yeah.
1-2 off speed, and Spidell was already taking a step out of the box after that one went about 3 feet towards the plate. Now a 2-2.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they respond to the tied game now.
Next delivery, too low, now 3-2. Strasburg started off the season with a 3-0 loss to the hands of the Dover Crimson Tornadoes, a defending state champion, which overall, realistically, you go back with that being a 3-0 ball game, it was one pitch from Reifenschneider in the first inning that ultimately led to all three of those. Spidell, ground ball, Tango fields it on the short hop, on to first for out number 1. It was a 3-run home run in the first inning that gave Dover that advantage.
Yeah.
And going up against some really quality pitching from Carol Lint, obviously the Tigers' offense struggling a little bit. So nothing like doubling that up by now all of a sudden finding yourself against Miller of Garaway, some great pitching that the Tigers are starting their year off.
Yeah, and how many teams in the state of Ohio have a schedule where you're playing 2 teams that went to state the year prior in the first 3 games of the season, and that's I love the strength of schedule.
Well, you have to have that if you want to continue to improve and grow.
Yes, exactly.
The 1-0. Swung on, ground ball, hard hit. Tango tries the backhand, but she can't quite get there. Goes on to second as it will be a single for Gilkerson, a hard hit ball. Tango, I think, was kind of expecting just a bit bigger hop than she got.
I think so, too.
Miley Reifenschneider will come in. She had a single, then eventually actually was safe at first on a throwing error.
Yep.
Then her courtesy runner came around and scored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a moment where she can help herself. Whenever you're a good pitcher and you have a good bat, too.
Yeah, there's a reason that Reifenschneider hits out of that 4-hole for the Tigers. Plenty of pop, as we've seen it before.
For sure.
First delivery, too far outside. Courtesy runner back on it first again, and trust us, we won't butcher this. We'll know by the end of the year, so Whalen runs for Gilkerson, and Richards runs for Reifenschneider.
Oh.
Do most teams have that, though, I guess is the question, where you have a courtesy runner who basically, this is the player that you're the courtesy runner for?
I would say most of the time, yeah. Good Good knock.
Reifenschneider towards right center, and Whalen will hold up at third. Reifenschneider way off of first, going to try to bait the throw in, and finally chased back by Tango. She's still trying to get her to go off of the bag. Finally, Reifenschneider will step on there. Boy, Tango chased her all the way from the right side, or from the shortstop position over to first base, just trying to get that throw over there so Whalen could go.
Uh-huh. Oh, big no.
And head coach Tom Spidell, well, we found out what he thought about that. So Reifenschneider with a well-hit ball, her second knock of the game.
Yeah.
Runners at the corners. Millie Richards, sure enough, will be your courtesy runner in. Addie Sibley in a strikeout and an infield single for her first time
Yeah,
up.
she had that great bunt. Let's see if she does it again. Runners on third and first.
Richards, we're assuming, will be on the move. Too low. There goes Richards. Fake throw down by Connor, and Whalen's not biting. So both runners in scoring position now. Sibla up in the count. One of many of these Tigers hitters who a dangerous hitter at the plate when they're up in the count. Miller's 1-0. Check swing, but it's in there for strike one.
Didn't like that one.
We're close enough with the backstop here. We can at least see the players' reactions, whether or not they agree with Blue behind the plate. The 1-1. Now Sibler around to bunt. She pulls it back. Is that off speed? Now a throw down from Connor, and it's just over the back of Whalen is the tag.
Yeah.
So a good job by Whalen to scramble back in, now 2-1.
Yeah, and great save by Tango. Again, that throw wasn't right on the money, but if it would have went past, that's a run scored, possibly two. So that was a great save by her, too, on the defensive side.
2-1 delivery. Sibla rounds the bunt, pulls the bat back as it ran high, now 3-1. See if Sibla's still considering the bunt here, or they're going to let her swing away up in the count. Jimenez way in on the third base line.
Mm-hmm.
Next delivery, Sibla does round a bunt, puts it down beautifully, charging Miller, gloves it, pump fakes home, and now throws on to first and will get Sibla for out number 2, but she gets her job done as Whalen comes home to score. Strasburg up by 1.
Yeah, great job offensively and defensively. I mean, laid down another great bunt, sacrifice there. And the defense, she could have thrown that away, but instead she was like, no, I can't get this out, so I'm going to go somewhere else and at least get another out for my team.
Richards on at third, Sophia Seacrest in. They'll still play third in with Jimenez. Delivery from Miller. Seacrest fouls it straight back. Notice a lot of the cars here in Sugar Creek up on the hill do park far. They've learned their lesson through the years. Don't park too close.
Yeah.
Still don't think if you go to the home of the Tigers, I still don't think most of the people in Strasburg have learned their lesson, though.
No, I don't think they care.
Too low. Coming home is Richards as she'll slide in on the pass ball.
Great response by the Tigers, honestly. Tied the game up. Again, they could have shut down too, but instead they kept coming out firing.
So Seacrest with the count at 1-1. Bases now empty, but her team up 5-3.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think the Strasburg fans might wear it as a badge of honor if you take one off the windshield, though.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sure you've seen that before.
Yes. Plenty of times.
1-2 as it does catch the top of the zone. Seacrest, a ground out and reached base safely her last time up. Actually stole a base as well.
Mm-hmm.
Delivery from Miller. Swung on tapper. Left side. It's going to go just wide. Jimenez was diving for it, and it hooked just outside the bag.
Mm-hmm. And with her speed, that could have been a double easily.
LaCroix was breaking in for it there from left field, but even if you can cut that off quickly, we know the speed that Seacrest has. Miller trying to limit the damage. 1-2. Off speed, bounces in there, now counts even.
Love that off speed from both pitchers, especially Miller. I love her changeup. I've got to tell her that after the game. I absolutely love her changeup.
Seacrest digs in. 2-2. Swung on, ground ball. Tango cleanly fields it on to first for out number 3, but the Tigers recapture the lead. More to come on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Jaylene Jimenez leading it off for the Garaway Pirates. Home half of the 5th inning as Reifenschneider gets ahead in the count 0-1. Her next delivery bounces in, now 1-1. Did get confirmation during that break there in between innings that said about Krista and Kayla Miller being the twins. Audrey Miller, not related. Reifenschneider ready. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled off as Jimenez offered at the one that was high in the zone and fouled it away. I feel like I know we have had the conversation before with Big Z Sports of Krista and Kayla Miller and Audrey Miller, but we forget it every time, and I don't know how.
Yeah.
Reifenschneider wants to make quick work of the Pirates offense that plated 3 last time. The 1-2 swung on, ground ball. Watkins charges from second on to first for the out. Good job there by Watkins to charge in and have plenty of time for the out.
Yeah.
Up next, Audrey Miller, sacrificing a line out for her. Both these pitchers thus far, it is a 5-3 ball game, but overall been doing a real nice job in terms of their location and such. It's just been some nice small ball, some good situational hitting that has led to the runs coming across the board.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, I think both of these pitchers are used to a little bit more strikeouts on their end, but the defense has really backed them up well, and I think they've adjusted to the play of game that's happening.
Reifenschneider ready. The 0-1. Swung on, popped up, middle of the infield. Reifenschneider will come out of the circle and can't make the grab, as it will bounce off of Gilkerson now, and the runner will advance on to second. And going in to try to make that grab with Reifenschneider, might have caught it on her throwing hand as well.
Oh, Liv gave it a kiss. It's all better. Oh, my gosh.
Audrey Miller, so heads-up base running for her as she'll advance in. That is a very hard play for a pitcher to make coming out of the circle.
It is, but yeah, that was really great heads-up base running.
And actually, Reifenschneider is calling for time from Blue to ask if they can look at that finger.
I'm not going to lie, I would not be surprised if she broke a nail.
Well, we will wait and see as we'll go ahead and take a timeout. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Let Sugar Valley Meats help you get ready for the game with all your tailgate favorites. Their retail store features the freshest, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken. Enjoy freshly cured and smoked meats from the Sugar Valley Smokehouse, along with bologna, hot dogs, jerkies, and more. They can custom cut your order, and all meats are dressed on site, all with everyday low prices. Sugar Valley Meats, State Route 39 to Dutch Valley Drive, turn right and go a quarter of a mile, celebrating 35 years of fresh, farm-raised, local meats.
Back here to Sugar Creek, 5-3, the lead for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. At the plate, it is True Tango, and good for Reifenschneider as she appears to be okay on the mound. They did take some time to look at that finger, swung on and missed there from Tango. It was on her throwing hand while she was trying to make that catch in the pop-up. Not sure if the ball hit it or maybe it was when she was trying to slap it into her glove, just caught it wrong.
Right.
Probably the fingernail, like you said. Reifenschneider ready. The 0-1 bounces in there. Good glove from Gilkerson.
Yeah.
It's bad enough with the temperature being what it is now,
right,
with changing your grip, and now that's going to be in the back of her head.
Yeah.
After however that finger feels.
Yes.
The 1-1 off speed, back up the middle. Reifenschneider gloves it cleanly onto first for the out.
Yeah.
Will advance the runner onto third. And that's got to be a better feeling for her making a play defensively in the field.
Yeah, I was just about to say she just made up for that pop-up, and I'm sure she's pretty happy about that.
Kylie LaCroix in. Pop out in a single and a run scored for her. LaCroix overall defensively been pretty quiet out there in left field for her today.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten much action yet.
Delivery. Outside corner for a strike. Good location from Reifenschneider.
Mm-hmm. Her finger must feel okay because she's pitching like it's perfectly fine.
Well, you know, if she finds out something different in terms of how her grip feels different, she starts painting corners better, she'll say, I hope I do that every game.
Right?
Next delivery just a bit low, now 1-1. Reifenschneider ready again. 1-1, swung on, skied to the left side, well out of play.
Ooh.
It's a brave soul out there trying to catch it barehanded.
Uh-huh.
If we can hear that from here, you can imagine what it felt like down
there.
there.
Not great, I'm sure.
I can promise you if we get one right over the screen coming back to us, I am not going for it.
Nope. Nope.
The 1-2. Off speed, drops too low, now 2-2. Runner standing on third in Audrey Miller. LaCroix trying to keep the inning alive and chip away at this Strasburg lead. Next offering is right there for strike three. Reifenschneider, her first punch out of the ball game.
Yeah.
We'll move on into the next bottom of the inning. Big C Sports is back right after this.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge design meets timeless craftsmanship. For 20 years, we've been creating award-winning signs that grab attention and leave a lasting impression. From the Tuscarawas Valley to clients around the globe, we're the experts you trust to make your brand stand out. Synergy Sign and Graphics, crafting a visual impact that lasts.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Hartships Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartships Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
Welcome back here to Sugar Creek, and a new pitcher in the circle for the Garaway Pirates. As standing in will be Rael Watkins at the plate. It is Annabelle King in for the Pirates, a freshman in the circle. Head coach Dennis Koschmeter talked pretty highly of this freshman coming into the game, so not overly surprising. We'll see her at some point today. 2-0, next delivery, too low at 3-0. Kind of a unique-looking delivery, as you were saying, Amelia.
Yeah, it's very unique. I have never seen anything like that.
King ready. A 3-0. In there at the knees, now 3-1. And also, as you pointed out, it looks like Audrey Miller has slid over to third base now. So it would appear as though taking the spot of Jalen Jimenez. Next delivery is going to be too low, as it will bounce in there for a ball. Also a new catcher behind the plate, which I just noticed.
And we don't know who it is because we cannot see a number.
Well, the only guess I would make is Kayla Miller did pinch hit for Sophia Connor, but I can't tell with all the gear on.
Right.
So Watkins draws the 5-pitch walk. It'll bring in Keegan Kramer. Kramer looking for her first hit. We'll see a strike at the knees. Kramer will stand back in. King's next one, rounding to bunt. A good one from Kramer. Goes right back to King. Kind of a low throw, but handled over there just fine for Miller for out number one. Or take that back. Yoder handling it just fine there over at first covering. And advancing on to second is Watkins. So much of this game, that could just be summarized by that, which is everybody just do your job at the plate. Don't try to do too much.
Yeah, that's what this whole game has been.
Addie Sundheimer stands in. And speaking of do your job, she has a sacrifice RBI to her name. This time she'll have a slap hit to left, and it's Jimenez who's out there in left field who will make the grab. So that answers our question where Jimenez ended up, out there in left field.
Yep.
And LaCroix is now over in right field.
We're putting the pieces together slowly but surely.
And if you can keep track of all these substitutions and where everybody has ended up, well, good luck.
Yeah.
Good on you. So the line out there for Sundheimer will send us back to the top of the order. Hallie Argebright in. Hard hit ground ball. King gloves it on to first for the out. Very quick work in relief there for King, as it will be the Pirates at the plate right after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait. Start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetasucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning from Sugar Creek, it will be Annabelle King who will slot in for Nadia Pope in the lineup for the Pirates as she'll swing and miss through on the first one. Miley Reifenschneider still on the mound for the Strasburg Tigers. 5-3 lead that her team has. Both sides, some positives and plenty of stuff that they say, yep, it's definitely that early season stuff they're working through.
Yeah.
And it looks like there was a bit of an issue out in center field as the home plate umpire was very quick to note that there was a dog out there in center that was playing with a softball-colored ball out there in center field. So they got that figured out. Next one from Reifenschneider, too low. Now 1-1. Huge thank you to all of our presenting sponsors today in the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. Live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Next delivery runs too low, now 2-1. If you're wondering at home, thinking, well, wait a minute, the dog playing in the outfield with a yellow-colored ball, why is that a problem? Well, when the pitcher's releasing that and Blue can see the yellow ball that the pitcher has thrown and that ball in center field over the fence, that makes it a little difficult.
Yep.
Ground ball straight up the middle. Reifenschneider handles it no problem on to first for the out. That'll bring up Clea Glazier now at the plate. For King as a freshman getting her first varsity at bats now after some really nice relief work on the mound.
Yeah. First varsity at bat, first outing on the mound. That's great to have this early exposure in their first game of the season.
Well, you can tell her when she goes back to the dugout, nothing like doing it against the, 10-time state champions in the Tigers.
Yeah.
I knew if I got that wrong, I had the right person on broadcast to tell me how many.
I would let you know. Yep.
First offering to Glazier was outside. Next delivery is in there at the letters, now 1-1. Good location to hit when you've got the velocity of Reifenschneider. If you can catch it right up at the letters, very difficult for a batter.
It is.
1-1 outside, now 2-1. So far in this game, we do not have any extra base hits, but eight combined runs, believe it or not.
Yeah, this game has been all small ball.
2-1, swung on, popped up right side, and foul out of play. Always keep your head on a swivel.
Yes.
Two, swung on, popped up, right side, heading back towards the stands. And thankfully it sounded like it hit metal and not a person. So we'll go back to 2-2. Sun has definitely come out here at Sugar Creek. The clouds have gone away. Winds died down. Not a bad day now.
No, it's not. Much more enjoyable now than it was in the first inning, I will say.
Well, believe it or not, we've only risen 3 degrees. 2-2. Swung on and missed as Reifenschneider will get her second punch out of the game, retiring Glazier. That'll bring up to the plate now, as I believe we'll have, again, some switches in the lineup after the Pirates really changed their defensive alignment with King on the mound.
Yeah.
Cannot actually see who is behind Blue and
it
Coach Meter.
Number 5, Zoe Jump.
So Zoe Jump will come into the game. And so much of this early season stuff, too, you've had your off-season practices and such, but so much of it is, still establishing who can do what in what scenario, really.
Right, yeah. I mean, you can't look at a team at their first game, and that's the team that's playing in the tournament in May. It switches so much. You get into slumps, you get injuries. Things change over the season. First
offering to Jump was up in the zone, now 1-0. And you think on the Strasburg side of things, They've only been together for about a week.
Yeah, all together, 1 week.
1-0. Just a bit outside. Now 2-0. The thing that did help them is how many returning varsity letter winners the Tigers had from last year's team.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, they can work out their kinks next week in Myrtle Beach, so they can enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, going to go from 40 today to 80 next week. I'm sure the Tigers are going to be excited for that. Next offering at the corner, now 2-1. Next delivery, swung on and missed. Gets the heat right past jump. Reifenschneider toes the rubber. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. They've been hard to come by today.
They have.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back punch-outs as that will do it for the 6th inning. On to the top of the 7th. Tigers at the plate right after this.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Hey, all you Guardians and Indians fans. This is 1980 American League Rookie of the Year, Joe Charbonneau. I will be at Shenanigans in Dover, April 11th from 1 to 3 for a meet and greet, courtesy of the Tuscarawas County Brownsbacker T-County Boxing Academy and Shenanigans Bar and Grill. Check out Tuscarawas County Brownsbackers Facebook page for details. Hope to see you there.
2-3-4 coming up for the Strasburg Tigers as they lead 5-3. Thanks for tuning in on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. An early softball tilt here in 2026. We might be all huddled up here as it's cold on the hill, but have no fear. By the time we get to tournament time, everyone's going to be having the shorts and tank tops back out. As first offering from King will drop just a little bit low to Spidell, now 1-0. Olivia Spidell has played a pretty nice game defensively today, but still looking for her first hit. 2 groundouts and a line out for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm ready to see a hit.
Delivery there, just a bit low again from King. Annabelle King, the freshman, coming in relief for the start for Audrey Miller, who overall, even with the 5 runs on the board, realistically pitched a pretty nice game for the Pirates.
She did, yeah, especially her first outing. Obviously, there's things she can work on, but she did really good for her first time out this season.
Well, none of the pitchers so far in this game have really given up too many hard-hit balls. It's been a lot of well-placed stuff. I think one of the better hard-hit ones, the only one that jumps off the plate is the next one to Spidell is low, so she'll draw a 4-pitch walk. The only one that really jumps off the page was a leadoff single for True Tango back in the 4th for the Pirates that went right back up the middle. I think that might have been our hardest hit ball today.
I think so.
Ella Gilkerson will come in. Gilkerson reached on an error and then had a pair of, I believe, infield singles for Gilkerson, which we know the power that Gilkerson presents. If you would have told me she had 2 infield singles, I would have been surprised as she put some power behind that one, and it's going to go over the head of the center fielder. Runner will hold up at third in Spidell. Gilkerson in at second, and we got our first extra base hit of the game.
Yeah, I was just about to say so much for not having any extra base hits.
And I guess she heard me when I said infield singles. I'd be surprised. And there we go.
Yeah, that was about 2 feet from going over the fence.
Madeline Whalen will come in again as the courtesy runner. So both runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Miley Reifenschneider at the plate.
Yeah, this is a really great opportunity for her to really open the game up and give herself some extra padding for that bottom of the 7th inning.
Delivery there, swung on and missed as King gets the heat past Reifenschneider. King ready. The 0-1. Swung on and missed as King goes to the outside corner and has Reifenschneider behind it again.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 0-2. Off speed, drops just a bit low as Reifenschneider holds off.
Yeah, that was good discipline again from Miley. She's had really great discipline this whole game at the plate.
Reached on, actually has had a pair of singles. Eventually reached first on an error and her other at bat as well. 1-2, a bit high, but she gets Reifenschneider to chase for strike 3.
Yeah, and that's her first varsity strikeout. So congratulations on that, especially against a team like that and a hitter like Miley. That's really impressive.
Well, starting off for the Pirates here as a freshman in the first game of the season. First of many, probably, for Miss King.
Yes.
Addie Sibla will come in, swung on and missed. And if you want to talk to somebody in this area about strikeouts, just ask Amelia. King also, for just being a freshman, pretty good composure. Doesn't seem daunted at all. There's a bunt attempt and coming home, and again another small ball play for the Tigers as Spidell is safe. Sibla with the bunt single RBI.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Whenever you have an aggressive base runner on third and you have someone that can lay a bunt down, why not try it?
Sibla's second RBI of the day.
Yeah, Sibla's been a bunting machine.
Sophia Seacrest will come in now. Sibla on at third. At first, will be in motion with runners at the corners. We assume, but then again, you never know.
Right.
And there goes Sibla, and she'll be given the base freely. We say you never know, but...
Tiger softball's pretty predictable, let's be honest.
Well, I was going to say that was exactly what you said about Coach Spidell,
yep.
right? Dad, you're predictable.
Yep.
0-1 to Seacrest, too low.
Good stop, saved a run right there.
Yeah, not a horribly deep backstop here from the hill, but the big pad that's behind it, though,
yeah,
you know how much that can just deaden the ball and it doesn't come back to the catcher.
Right.
1-1. High, and
Good
Seacrest holds the hands. Still due up depending on what happens this inning. Raelle Watkins standing on deck. Next one from King. 2-1. Seacrest will see it right in there at 2-2. Tigers already got one insurance run across, looking for a couple more. King and the Pirates trying to hold this deficit right here and make a run in the bottom of the seventh. We've seen them plate 3 during this game.
Yeah.
Next one, Tapper. Seacrest gets it past King. Hustling down to first. There's the throw, and it's not in time, and the run will come in Whalen.
Yeah, whenever you have speed like that, whenever it comes off the bat, if it's rolling that slow, unless you come up and get it right away, she's going to be safe. So that was a great execution at the plate.
And also, very heads-up base running over there from Sibla, who finds herself on third hustling.
Yeah.
So runners at the corners again. Raelle Watkins in. Watkins sees the first one for a ball. And Seacrest trots on down to second again.
Yep.
Watkins reached on was walked, ground out, and had a single. Kings 1-0. On the outside corner for a strike. The 1-1. Swung on, driven, left side. Jimenez going back towards the left field line and makes the catch over her head, but that'll be more than enough to get Sibla home.
Yep. Yeah, that was a great catch, great hit. Good heads-up base running. I've loved seeing all the base running that the Tigers have done this game. It's so good to see good, clean, and smart base running this early in the season.
Well, speaking of that smart base running, Seacrest stayed on second there and didn't try to bolt home, knowing that throw wasn't going to go home to try to cut off Sibla.
Right.
Keegan Kramer stands in, had a sacrifice, ground out, and popped out. Delivery there from Kings in there for a strike. Tigers widening their lead now to 7-3. for Reifenschneider with a 4-run advantage to this point. Definitely got to be feeling a lot calmer to go out there for the bottom of the 7th. Next one from Kramer off the end of the bat. Tango, long throw across the diamond and got her.
Wow, she has played a fabulous game at shortstop.
True Tango with another great gem from short. As we move on to the bottom of the 7th, what do the Pirates have for the Tigers? Find out right after this.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms. Family. Food.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit buckeyecareercenter.org to learn more.
Bottom half of the 7th inning. Garaway looking for the comeback. Strasburg leading 8-3. High school softball on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Plenty of games upcoming. You can always check out the Big Z Sports Facebook page for all the details you need as to where we will be finding ourselves throughout the week. Looking ahead into next week. Got a few broadcasts on the docket, but things start a little bit slower in the early parts of the season. Have no fear, it ramps up quite a bit as the year goes on. Reifenschneider's first delivery to Yoder a bit low. Next one will do the same. Now 2-0. Coming up next week, all games, weather permitting. Starting off the week on Monday with some high school softball in Jeanneton. Indian Valley hosting Ridgewood. Friday, hoping to bring you Ridgewood hosting Newcomerstown. Swung on and missed as Yoder was out in front. Also for Saturday, if you're a track and field fan, plan on joining us as we join you from Newcomerstown in the morning hours for the Milburn Relays. Reifenschneider ready, the 2-1. At the letters, now 2-2. It's crazy for some of these pitchers, specifically for Reifenschneider. She'll hit the front of the zone, and it's there at the letters. By the time it gets to the catcher's glove, it's another 3 inches higher.
It is, yeah.
Next delivery, Nubber off the end of the bat, foul.
Yeah, if you're a Garaway hitter in this inning, you have to be aggressive. Anything to get an inning started to try to get the deficit undone. 2 strikes on Yoder, but with Sibla playing even with the bag, yeah, right,
you consider pulling a bunt out.
The hard thing with that is if you bunt and it ends up being foul, you get out. Oh. Good catch by Seacrest.
Line drive out there. Seacrest runs it down, no problem. Was losing some steam. Yoder hustling down to first, but Seacrest had a beat on it all the way. It'll bring up Krista Miller at the top of the lineup. Miller, a walk, flew out to right, and also reached safely in the 3rd inning. Eventually, though, was put out at second. Delivery there will drop or bounce in to Miller. For Garaway, after last season's run, finding themselves into the state tournament, very surprising end for some people when they saw how the Pirates ended the season. Obviously hoping to start off some momentum and find themselves in that same spot by the end of the year. And truth be told, although finding themselves down by 5 to this Strasburg team, there's plenty of reason to believe Garaway could make that run again, considering all the players that came back.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're a great team. And like I said, this is just the first game. They have plenty of time to work on the things that they need to work on and get where they want to be in June.
1-1. Swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Coming in and getting a beat on it and making the grab out there in center, no problem for out number 2, as it was Argabright who ran it down.
Yeah, both outfields have been working today, and they've both played great games.
So, Potential last batter at the plate for Garaway. Last out as Jaylene Jimenez, the third baseman, in. Sacrifice, a walk, and grounded out to short. Swung on and missed. Take it back. Jimenez was put out at second base her last time up after advancing on from that walk. Next delivery. Too high in the zone. Now 1-1.
That's good discipline at the plate, holding off of that high pitch.
Still so tempting even when you hit the seventh inning.
Right, it is.
A 1-1. Swung on, ground ball. Reifenschneider off of her glove, tries to recover, flips on to first, and it is in time. Great play by Miley Reifenschneider to stick with it, as that will do it. And the Strasburg Tigers get their first win of the season. Now sitting at 1-1.
Second.
Oh,
they beat TCC.
Good point.
Yep,
I forgot about that.
2-1.
See, I knew that somebody would have that, and I knew that you would be the one who would know that. So for Strasburg picking up the victory, some good things for them in this. I think it's a positive, too, seeing the small ball come out to effect.
Yeah, it is. And especially like I was talking about with my dad before the game, which you guys did not get the opportunity to hear, they lost to Garaway last year. And I think it was pretty ugly for Strasburg. So to watch them come back out after last year and just play good small ball, play good defense, all the things, all cylinders are starting to fire. So I'm happy to see that for them. And Garaway, they played a great game too.
Stay tuned. We got your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show on the way, and we will award our McInturf Realty Player of the Game before we wrap up for today's presentation. 8-3, Strasburg tops Garaway. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
The Sarshow name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarshow Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarshownCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarshow Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshown.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
It is your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as we look to wrap up today with some fun high school softball action now wrapped up from Sugar Creek. 8-3 with the Tigers picking up the win over the Pirates. And as you mentioned, Amelia, starting off the season with a loss, nothing to hang their heads on if you're the Pirates. Look, you got some runs across the board. You had some really solid pitching. Just a few moments that you're going to look back on and say, hey, we just got to improve and we'll be fine moving forward.
Right.
So with that in mind, it is time for the presentation of the McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Boy, we went back and forth on this one a little bit because there was so much of the game that was not necessarily, the big hits or the huge moments. It was a lot of the small ball that came in and eventually led to the win, and that's part of the reason that we went with a player with 3 base knocks today and the only extra base hit out there for today. Ella Gilkerson, the catcher for the Strasburg Tigers, our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and a great game behind the plate, too, as you expect from her.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing, too. I was going to say, she had a great game behind the plate. The stops that she has, the balls that she's able to stop and prevent runs from scoring, those don't show up on the stat sheet, but she had those moments, too, where she prevented more runs from scoring.
Getting the win on the mound today for Strasburg is Miley Reifenschneider, while the loss will go to Audrey Miller. And that will wrap up today's presentation. Of course, get subscribed to our YouTube channel and never miss out on a broadcast. We've got plenty more scheduled ahead for next week as we will be getting you more high school softball action and track and field returning to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. All the details will be posted on our Facebook page, and we look forward to seeing you upcoming here soon. For Adam Saweski, who made an appearance today doing some social media work, and of course Casey Claxon for Claxon Communications, pressing all the right buttons, and my color commentator today, Amelia Spidell. Did you have fun?
I did. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Well, we'll see if we can get you back on a broadcast here soon. I'm Nick McWilliams, and don't go anywhere, Z Country. We'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.